Me furious that I hadn't seen it sooner. Then came the day that pushed me over the edge. I had left my car parked outside while I ran into a store for just a few minutes. I returned to find my brother leaning against it, his girlfriend beside him, smirking. "Just checking it out," he said casually. I froze. My heart raced, my hands shaking with anger. I realized he wasn't asking anymore, he was claiming. I told him firmly to leave, that the car was mine, and he had no right to touch it. He laughed, a sharp, condescending laugh that cut deeper than I expected. His girlfriend looked uncomfortable, but she didn't stop him. That's when I made a decision. This would not escalate any further. Not into threats or violence, but I had to make it clear he could never treat my property like it was his. Over the next few days, I began documenting everything. I took pictures of the car in my driveway, kept logs of every interaction, and even talked to a friend who worked in law enforcement for advice. I didn't want it to come to legal action, but I needed to be prepared. I felt like I was walking a tightrope. Every word and every action had to be calculated. I wasn't the type to escalate conflicts unnecessarily, but this wasn't a petty sibling spat anymore. This was about my independence, my achievements, and the principle that no one, not even family, has the right to take what isn't theirs. The thought that he might continue trying, or worse, succeed in taking my car permanently, kept me awake at night. A week later, I decided it was time to confront him in a controlled way. I invited him over under the guise of bro time, planning to calmly address the situation with witnesses around if needed. I knew my temper could flare and I didn't want things to spiral. When he arrived, he immediately noticed the extra set of eyes. My friend who had come to hang out and keep things civil. His smirk faltered just slightly, but he tried to mask it. I wasted no time. I laid out everything. The lies he had told his girlfriend, the attempts to take my keys, the way he'd tried to claim the car as his own. I watched as the realization slowly dawned on him that I was serious, that this was not going to slide. I could see the shame mixed with anger in his eyes, and I kept my voice steady, firm but not aggressive. I told him he had crossed every boundary, and that there would be consequences if he tried anything like this again. I reminded him that the car wasn't just a vehicle, it was my achievement, something I had worked hard for, and he had no right to take it. I could feel the tension in the room, his girlfriend shifting uncomfortably beside him. I emphasized that trust was gone, and once that was broken, the rules had to be enforced, whether he liked it or not. By the end of the conversation, I had made it clear the car stayed with me, the keys stayed with me, and his attempts to manipulate the situation would not work. After he left, I felt a mix of relief and residual anxiety,